this team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Where the replay at? It ain't even no read option. It's just a handoff. Watch this. Oh, you got it on there?
Oh, no. Hold on. Bam. T-Mac. Bam. 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 All right, go ahead.
Ain't even no read option. It's a handoff.
Here's the definition of paralyzed. A person or part of the body, partly or wholly incapable of movement.
Why you guys supposed to open the phone?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Eagles nothing.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
and it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Makes it a score. Ravens 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets away from... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
Jackson's pass.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Sanders has it over the middle, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Wentz now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we agree. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Eagles 10. Justin Tucker to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To Deshaun Jackson.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Check 26, check 26. Single.
Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Jackson now. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Sanders has the 1st down and much more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Wentz's pass intercepted by the Ravens.
And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. They've allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
1st and goal with Lamar Jackson leading the charge. The 23-year-old quarterback got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. There the Eagles are back within a score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point.
For the point after.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then tumbling it into the end zone for 6. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's the end of the third.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Oh, no, he lost the football.
J.K. Dobbins on the carry.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recovered by the offense.
From the gun, Jackson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on this.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Another run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Barnett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
It's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:06 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made